Hi everyone. So today I wanted to talk to you about certain types of diets, ones that I've tried, and I could give you a little bit of input on if you're looking into trying. Um, First off, don't try any diets that have anything to do with like soups or water or anything that's water based is not helping you lose weight, it's helping you lose water weight and it's helping you lose mass. It's not going to help you lose fat, okay? So any like those celebrities cayenne pepper and lemon diets, that doesn't work. Cabbage soup diet. If you're not determined to do so, you're going to die. Don't use it. It is a bit out there. I mean, unless you're a bird who doesn't eat anything, it's hard to live off of that. Cleanses, all of that stuff, just mass. None of it is helping you lose fat. Okay. One thing that I tried that was effective was the HCG diet. There's a lot of videos out there on YouTube about it, so if you want to know what it is, you can check those videos out. But I'm just going to tell you how it worked out for me. They're homeopathic drops, which means they're natural. They use it from a gland that stores our fat, especially for women. When you get pregnant, there's a fat storage place that's in a gland that's in your body that will store the fat for the baby in case of worst come worst scenarios. That's essentially what it's for. But they have found out that you can use it towards our own advantage. There are drops, HCG drops, and what you could do is you take them with a very low calorie diet, which means 500 calories per meal, 1500 calories a day, and you take them with those drops and it helps you lose a pound a day. And it does work because I have done it. I have my log sheet here that shows how much I lost. From day 1 to day 10, I lost 10 pounds. And I stopped doing it after that because my weight started to stall because I started eating just anything that wasn't on the list because I started having cravings. So it's an effective diet. It's a good diet. It works. But if you're determined to do it and you think you have that willpower, go for it. I mean, I did. I had the willpower for like a good 10-15 days. I tried it out. I was on my best. I did everything as it was told. And it worked out. I mean, I lost the weight. But, and I maintained it somewhat too. My ending weight was 120. My ending weight was actually 127, 124 for where I stopped, and I was super stoked. And then I started stalling, but then I started gaining the weight back because I was eating crap. And so I went back up to a 127, and I stopped this diet like a few weeks ago, like maybe 2 weeks ago, and I'm still at 127, which is really good. I maintained my weight, which is awesome. I started out being 134, 135, and so so I still maintained a good amount of my weight that I lost off. And so it's really good. You just have to kind of follow the plan. There's a loading phase where the first 2 days you eat everything and anything that you want. You want to prepare your body for what's going to have to go through later on. Phase 2 is when you do the low calorie diet, which means eating 500 calories per meal. Includes a grain, fruit, vegetable, and protein, in that order. And the third phase is the maintenance phase, which means you have to eat, you can eat a lot of things except for starches and sugars. You have to stay away from them for 3 weeks until your body gets used to it. I personally didn't do that. Once I stopped doing it, my maintenance phase wasn't really a very planned out one. I just kind of went with what I knew. And I tried to stay away from sugars as much as I possibly could. and I tried not to have any starches, any potatoes, anything fattening, fried, or anything like that. I stayed away from it, which is probably why I maintained my somewhat weight. They say that once you finish, there should be an increase of 2 pounds maximum. Anything more than that, then they want you to kind of slow it down and start working out so that you maintain that 2 pound range. They don't want you to exceed 2 pounds. So it's a good diet if you guys want to try it. It's a bit expensive. Well, the place I got it from was it cost me like $94. So I don't know if you want to buy something that's expensive. Maybe you can find places that's cheaper. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about was it's like an energy. It's a pre-training formula. This is my husband's, so I don't even know if I should be using this, but I called GNC and I asked them, I was like, hey, I have this at home. Is it okay if I use it? And the guy said, yeah. He said some nitrous oxide is not good for women, but in this case, this one was okay. It has NOS or whatever. And so I was like, oh god. And I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I'm sure. He's like, you can go ahead and use it. And I was like, okay. So I tried it. It's black powder, and it's in Fruit Explosion. I think they say this is the best flavor. I think they don't want you to try any of the flavor because it sucks. But what it does, you take it 30 minutes before you want to work out on an empty stomach. On a somewhat empty stomach, even if you're full, it doesn't matter. What was just going to happen is that when you're running, your sides are going to start to hurt because you're full. So try and take it on an empty stomach. 8 ounces of water, 1 scoop, with ice. Tastes just like fruit punch, sort of, with a grainy taste. But it's not bad. It tastes really good for everything else I've tasted out there with protein or anything. It gives you so much energy. I was at the gym and I was invincible. Like, I thought I could do everything, from running to elliptical to weights to lifting, anything. It was just something really different I've never tried before. It's never given me that much energy. I mean, forget Monsters and Red Bulls. This stuff works. But the only bad thing about this is you want to make sure you're using this either really early in the morning for your workouts or like mid-morning. Don't try and have this later at night, towards the evening, because you are not going to sleep for the whole night. And I'm not kidding when I say that. The only problem that could have happened with me is that I didn't work out as long because I had to be home for something, so I only worked out for like 45 minutes, but I could have gone on for so much longer. I could have been in the gym for like 2 hours if I had to. Like, it wouldn't have been a problem. And I was so souped up. I was running non-stop, and that's never happened before. I've always had to take breaks in the middle, but I was running non-stop, and it was just amazing. So this is definitely a good product. I think it costs like $43 or something like that. It comes in this like big octagon box, but then you figure out that this is all it is, so it's kind of like, okay. But it really works. This is what it's called, black powder, right there. It's called Instant Release NOS Up Regulating Formula, pre-training formula. And I did ask the guy if it's going to bulk me up or anything like that. He said no. He said it's fine. As long as you're working out and you're burning everything off, it's fine. Not a big deal. Okay? So if you guys have any more questions, I'll post everything that I just talked about in the sidebar. And so you guys can, if you need to find out where I got them from or whatnot, then you can see. Okay? If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And I'll try and do some more videos on makeups and stuff instead of talking about hauls or whatever. Okay? Thanks. Bye.